What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Halligan Moto. My name's Dylan. I'm a firefighter EMT. Today I want to tell you the story of my first ride. So, long story short, I used to work at Harley, and I got a really good deal on my first Harley. It was a 2021 Harley Davidson Sportster 8883. So, first ride. I bought the bike. I didn't even know how to ride it. My dad had to come teach me how to ride. And we learned in the parking lot. He taught me how to shift, taught me how to make a basic turn, kind of taught me a bunch of things to look out for. And after that, we were off. We lived about 30 minutes from the dealership, and he was like, you got two choices. You can either ride on the back of my motorcycle, or you can ride yours home. And I was like, well, I'm not leaving my bike here, so I'm riding mine home. So we get going down the interstate. Interstate's about 70 miles an hour, and I'm doing okay. I'm staying really close to my dad, and I'm not getting too far away from him. And all of a sudden, I got the itch. I got the bug. I took off. 85 miles an hour. May not seem like a lot, but to me, it felt like I was flying through the wind. Like nobody could stop me. I was in complete control of what was going on. And that's really what started it, is that moment when I felt just so free. There's really no describing it. It was like the weight of all the stress in the world was lifted off of me and said, here you go. Here's your relief. And that's when I fell in love with motorcycles. So we keep riding on the way home, and I get off on an exit that I thought we normally get off at. And I wait at the top of the exit because I had gone 85, 90 miles an hour. And my dad was only doing 70, so I pulled away from him. And I got off on the top of the exit, and I stopped and I waited. And I was looking back on the interstate. All of a sudden, I see him going right on by the exit. I'm like, well, shit. I have to do some corners and some turns that I've never done before, and I got to do it by myself now. Not that he was going to be able to do anything for me anyways, but I have to do it by myself. I have to get through this obstacle. It was 3 roundabouts and then a really sharp right turn. So I got through the roundabouts really, really slow. There was a car right up behind me, made me very uncomfortable. But I did it. I met up with him at a store, and we kind of exchanged, where the hell did you go? Where did you go? And then we kind of chuckled and had a really good father-son moment that, hey, look, I just did my first ride by myself, and it was incredible. So we go to the store, and then it's time to go home. So we go home, or we start heading in the direction of home, and then I'm probably less than a mile from the house, and then I make my first motorcycle rookie mistake. I pull in the clutch. I try to go from third to second, and I double clutched, or I double shifted. I held the clutch in, and I tapped down twice instead of once, and so I went from third to first. RPMs shot up when I let go of the clutch, and the bike started speeding up. So I did a rookie mistake. I grabbed a handful of the front brake, and I went flying over the handlebars. I did get right back up, and I ended up riding the bike home. Not too much damage to the bike. All it needed was a shifter. But that was my first ride on a Harley, and that's where I fell in love with Harleys. If you love Harleys, motorcycles, firefighting, stories from both, hit that subscribe button, hit this like button. This is Halligan Moto. Ride safe, stay strong.